Hello ka-math learners! Welcome sa ating YouTube channel, Learn Math PH. This is the part 3 out of 5 ng 2016 MTOP Reviewer Grade 8 Elimination Stage. Nagtapos tayo sa problem number 10 ng nakaraan, so dito na tayo sa problem number 11. Question: A jacket was worth 1,200 pesos. Hoping to gain more profit, the shop owner increased its price by 10%, but was later forced to reduce it by 15% since there were no takers. What was the final price of the jacket? So ang ating solution guys, meron tayong given. Ang 10%, alam natin ito ay 0.10. So meron tayong given na 1,200, 10% at 15%. Itong 10%, sabi dun ay increased by 10% and reduced by 15%. Alam natin ang 10% is 0.10, kaya i-multiply lang natin yung original price, 1,200 times 0.10. So bring all the zeros down, tatlo. Tapos 1 times 12, 12. There are 2 decimal places, so dito yung decimal at cancel yan. So ito guys, itong 120 pesos, ito yung i-add natin sa 1,200. Kasi kanina sabi increased, sabi sa problem. So 1,320 pesos na siya. Ngayon, sabi sa problem, what was later forced to reduce. Babawasan natin ng 15%. So i-multiply natin 1,320 times 15%. Yung 15%, alam natin na ito ay 0.15. So, i-multiply lang natin siya dun sa 1,320. So, 1,320 pesos times 15 or 0.15. 5 times 0, 5. 5 times 2, 10, carry 1. 5 times 3, 15 plus 1, 16. 5 times 1, carry 1, 6. 1 times 1, 320. So 0, 0, 8, 9, 1. So there are 2 decimal places. So cancel. Ito yung ibabawas natin doon sa 1,320. Kanina inad natin, pero ito minus kasi sabi sa problem reduce. So 1,320 minus 198, 10, ito magiging 1, ito magiging 2. So 10 minus 8 is 2, maging 11 to guys. 11 minus 9 is 2, 12 minus 1 is 11. So this is the final answer. 1,122 pesos was the final price of the jacket. So again guys, ang jacket daw 1,200. Tumaas siya ng 10%. Kaya yung price niya na is ito, 1,320. Ngayon, sabi, was later forced to reduce it by 15%. So ito, yun yung 15% niyang cost ng 1,320, 198. I-minus natin dun sa 1,320. Hindi natin to i-minus dun sa 1,200 kasi nabago na yung price eh. Nabago na yung price since inad natin yung 1,200 plus 120. So, i-minus natin 198 dun sa 1,320, hindi sa 12. Okay? Kaya this is the final answer, 1,122 pesos. Don't forget the peso sign. Next problem please. Okay, dito tayo ngayon sa problem number 12. Triangle ABC is isosceles with side AB equals side AC. Let D be the foot of the altitude from A on BC, and let E be the point on side AC such that DE bisects angle ADC. If angle DEC is equivalent to 67 degrees, what is angle BAC? So ang solution natin guys, gagawa muna tayo ng diagram. So dito sa diagram natin, nakita natin, binase lang natin siya dun sa problem. Kasi sabi dito, triangle ABC is isosceles. So yung pangalan ng triangle ABC is isosceles with side AB and side AC. So congruent siya, no? Ito, tsaka ito. Ngayon, let D be the foot of the altitude from A on BC. So ito yung D. From A to BC ito yung nagbabisects dito. So, kita nyo guys, hinahati niya yung itong linya mula A to D, A to BC. Ito yung foot, ito yung paa, yung D. So, hinati siya guys. So, yan, nag-form siya ng right angle. Ngayon, sabi, ituloy natin. And let E be the point on side AC. Let E be the point on side AC such that DE bisects angle ADC. So, this is the angle ADC. Meron siyang right triangle. Meron siyang linya na DE tinatawag. Itong DE, hinahati niya yung angle ADC. So, ito di ba 90 degrees? So, ito 45. Ito 45 degrees. Okay? So, nahati siya. Ang tanong, if angle DEC ito, if angle DEC ito is 67 degrees, what is angle BAC? Ito yung hinahanap natin guys. Ito yung question mark. So, step 1 natin guys, alam natin, so meron tayong clue guys para ma-solve ito. Ang note natin, sum of all angles in a triangle is equivalent to 180 degrees. So, ang una natin kukunin guys, itong angle na ito. Ito. Ito muna ang angle yung kukunin natin. Yung angle dyan. Step 1. Find angle. So, ito yung guys, yung kukunin natin, angle BCA. Ito. So, para makuha yan, 180 degrees minus, i-add natin yung 45 degrees. Kasi di ba sabi kanina, nahati ito. Yung angle ADC, nahati. Kaya 45, 45. So, ito yun. So, 45 degrees plus ito 67 degrees. Kasi sabi sa angle DEC is 67 degrees. So, i-add natin guys equals 180 degrees minus 45 degrees plus 67 degrees is 112 degrees. So, 68 degrees siya. So, ito guys, 68 degrees. So, nakuha na natin tong 68. Meron na rin tayong 45 dito. Meron tayong angle dito. Meron na din angle dito. Ang kukunin lang natin yung angle muna dito ng kalahati muna. Tapos naman ita-times natin sa 2. Step 2, find the angle DAC muna, yung kalahati. So, 180 degrees minus, alam natin na ang sum of all triangles in a triangle is 180 degrees. Kaya mina-minus natin siya sa 180. So, meron na tayong given kanina. Meron na tayong 90 dito. Hindi 45 kasi ito yung kukunin natin eh. Ito ba yung triangle natin? Nai-visualize nyo ba? Plus, nakuha na natin yung C, yung angle BCA kanina, 68 degrees. So, equals 180 degrees minus, ilan? 90 degrees plus 68 degrees is 158 degrees. So, equals 22 degrees. So, nakuha na natin yung 22. Ito, 22 pa lang to. So, ito kanina, ito, kinalahati niya to, yung AD. So, kung 22 dito, 22 rin dito. So, the final answer is, ang hinahanap kasi natin angle BAC equals 22 times 2 equals 44 degrees. Okay, so this is the final answer. Okay, so malinaw ba? Medyo maliit lang kasi yung ating diagram, no? Pero unawain natin, triangle ABC is isosceles with AB, AC. Itong AB, congruent siya dito sa AC. Let D be the foot of the altitude from A on BC. So ito, dinabisect niya. Kinalahati niya to guys. So kung ano yung angle dito, yun din yung angle dito. So ang una nating ginawa, kinuha muna natin yung angle dito B, C, A. Yun muna yung una na nating kinuha, ito. So nakuha natin yan kasi alam natin yung given. Meron tayong given na 67 degrees dito. Ito naman, meron naman ditong angle na 45 degrees. Again, nakuha natin yung 68 degrees kasi alam natin na ang sum of all angles in a triangle is 180 degrees. Kaya inad natin yung given 45 degrees kasi kinalahati niya ito. So, itong right triangle, nag-form siya ng right triangle. Kinalahati niya sa 45, 45. So, 45 plus 67, inad natin. Tapos, minus natin siya sa 180, kaya nakuha natin yung 68. Ngayon, ang step 2 natin, kinuha muna natin itong angle DAC. Bakit? Kasi meron na tayong given na 68 degrees dito. Tapos ito 90. So, inad natin sila ang dalawa. Tapos, minus natin sa 180 degrees. Kaya nakuha natin itong 22. Ngayon, bakit natin times 2? Kasi nga, ang kinukuha is angle BAC. Kalahati pa lang yun. Kaya kung 22 dito, 22 rin dito. Kasi kinalahati nga ng AD, itong triangle na to, na isosceles. So 22, 22, 44 degrees. This is the final answer. So medyo tricky lang siya kasi ang daming mga steps. Pero once na nakuha nyo, bali ito yung step 3 natin guys. So this is the final answer. 44 degrees. Don't forget the unit degrees. Next problem please. Okay, dito tayo sa problem number 13. If 8.07 or 8 and 700th raised to cube is equivalent to 525.557943, what is 0.807 raised to cube? So guys, pwede nyo namang isolve ito agad. 0.807 or 0.807,000th, tatlong beses mo siyang i-multiply sa sarili nito. Pwede naman ganon. Pero, pwede namang gamitin natin yung shortcut. May shortcut dito. Kasi alam natin ang rules ng decimal places. Kapag nag-multiply, binibilang natin yung kung ilan yung decimal places. So, ganito. Napansin nyo, merong ilang decimal places dito sa 8.07? 1, 2. Meron tayong 2 decimal places. Tapos napansin niyo yung exponent. Ang exponent niya is 3. So, i-multiply natin yung 2 decimal places times 3. Ito yung exponent. So, 2 times 3 is 6 equals 6 decimal places. Kaya yung sagot natin guys, ito yung sa taas. Napansin nyo? 525 point. Napansin nyo kung ilan yung decimal places niyan? 525.557,943. Kaya siya merong 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 decimal places. Kasi minultiply lang natin yung decimal places nito dun sa exponent niya. Okay? Kaya meron siyang 6. Ngayon, ang tanong kasi sa problem, what is 0.807 cube? So, ilan yung decimal places nito? 1, 2, 3. So, merong 3 decimal places times 3 is equivalent to 9. So, sagot natin, dapat meron tayong 9 decimal places. So, i-move lang natin to guys. Ang sagot natin, i-move lang natin yung decimal point dito 3 places to the left. 1, 2, 3. So, ganito guys. 525, 5, 5, 7, 9, 9.43. So, nandito yung decimal point niya. Kung nasusundan nyo ba? Move lang natin to the left. 1, 2, 3. So, nandito na yung decimal place. So, the final answer is 0.52555794. So, kung bibilangin nyo, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 decimal places. So, no need na isosolve mo pa siya, no? So, this is the final answer. So, next problem please, number 14. Problem number 14, what is the value of 1/3 plus 1 over 15 plus 1 over 35 plus 1 over 63 plus 1 over 99? Para mag-solve ito guys, unahin natin itong dalawa. 1/3 plus 1 over 15. So, kung hindi mo pa napapanood ang meron tayong video tungkol dyan sa addition of fractions. Kung hindi mo pa napapanood, please check this video mamaya or I will give the link on the description box below. Pero patapusin mo muna tong video na to. So, meron tayong shortcut dyan guys, no? Diba 1/3 plus 1 over 15 equals, alamin natin kung ano yung pinakamalaking ito. Kasi multiples of 15 naman to eh. Kaya 15. So, 15 divided by 3 is 5 times 1 is 5. Plus 1. 6 over 15. So, I divide both sides by 3. 6 divided by 3 is 2. 15 divided by 3 is 5. So, sinimplify lang natin guys yung 6 over 15. So, ito guys, ang sagot, 1/3 plus 1 over 15, ang sagot niyan is 2/5 plus 1 over 35. Copy lang. So guys, ito naman yung kukunin natin. 2/5 plus 1 over 35. Ganong process ulit guys. Dito. 2/5 plus 1 over 35 equals, copy lang natin yung greater denominator, bigger. So yung 35. 35 divided by 5. Ganun yung teknika. Divide tapos times. 35 divided by 5 is 7 times 2 is 14. 35 divided by 35 is 1 times 1 is 1. So 15 over 35. Or divide both sides by 5 is 15 divided by 5 is 3. 35 divided by 5 is 7. So 3 over 7. So to guys, 3 over 7. Copy plus 1 over 63 plus 1 over 99. So ito naman guys, ang susunod natin na isa-solve itong dalawa. So 3 over 7 plus 1 over 63 equals, copy lang natin yung 63. 63 divided by 7 is 9 times 3 is 27. So divide, tas multiply. 63 divided by 63, copy, 1. Equals 28 over 63. Simplify natin to, divide both sides by 7. So 20 divided by 7 is 4. 63 divided by 7 is 9. So 4 over 9. Plus 1 over 99. Ito na yung pinakahuli natin guys. Ito yung susolve. Same process pa din. 4 over 9 plus 1 over 99. So copy lang natin yung denominator na malaki, 99. 99 divided by 9 is 11 times 4 is 44. Plus, copy, 1. 45 over 9. So, napansin nyo, divisible siya by 9. So, kaya natin mabilis na na-divide, nasisimplify kasi alam natin divisibility rules. Kung hindi po napapanood ang ating video tungkol dyan, divisibility rules of 2 hanggang 10, please check this video mamaya or I will give the link on the description box below. 45 over 99, I mean, divisible by 9 siya. So, 45 divided by 9 is 5. 99 divided by 9 is 11. So this is the final answer. Equals 5/11. Lagyan natin yung equals. So again, inisa-isa lang natin guys, no? Inuna natin to, tapos sumunod yung dalawang sumunod, ayan, hanggang sa ito. So this is the final answer, 5/11. Again guys, hindi kasi siya pwedeng ma-add kung hindi siya pareho ng denominator. Kaya natin ginagawa yung process na to. Divide, tas multiply. Divide, multiply. So kapag pareho na siya ng denominator, pwede mo na siyang i-combine. Tas simplify. So huwag kayong malito guys, no? Dapat pareho yung denominator. So the final answer is 5/11. So dito na tayo sa last but not the least, problem number 15. Problem number 15 question. Anna has 4 cardboard squares, each of which has side of length 6 cm. She decides to form a trapezoid by putting 3 squares side by side, cutting 1 square along the diagonal, discarding 1/2, and putting the other half at one end of 3 squares. What is the area of the trapezoid? So yung hinahanap guys is what is the area of the trapezoid. Sa ating solution, kagaya na makikita ninyo, yung area ng square, isang square na cardboard is 36 square centimeter. Nakuha natin siya kasi 6 times 6. Ang area ng square is s squared. 6 squared is 36 square centimeter. So, meron na tayong 1, 2, 3. So, kung ita-times natin, 36 square centimeter times 3 is 108 square centimeter. Ngayon, sabi dun sa problem, ang ginawa niya sa isang square, sabi dito, cutting 1 square along a diagonal. Sabi, inalis niya yung kalahati, inalis niya, tapos yung other half, nilagay niya sa one end of the 3 squares. So, ganito. Yung isang square, hinati niya, tapos yung kalahati, inalis niya, diniscard na niya, tapos yung isa nilagay niya sa dulo. Ang tinatanong is, what is the area of the trapezoid? Yung buo, yung kabuuan nito. So, kaya i-add lang natin siya guys. Itong 18, 108 square centimeter plus 18 is 126 square centimeter. So, this is the final answer. This is the area of the trapezoid. 126 square centimeter. Okay, so maraming salamat sa panonood ng video na ito. Kung nakatulong sa iyo, please like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Learn Math PH. Pakiabangan mo ang part 4 and 5 ng 2016 MTAP Reviewer Elimination Stage Grade 8. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel because in our channel, you will find and learn a clear and simple explanation to math lessons and ideas. And also, step-by-step solution to math problem solving para ma-improve mo ang problem solving skills mo. Kaya laging tandaan ang ating outro message, every problem, there is and there's always has a solution. So love lots, keep smiling and keep learning. Bye!